to today's edition of Toggle's Daily Video Insights. My name is Jan, I'm one of the co-founders of Toggle, and in this video we're going to take a deeper dive into one of the many insights that Toggle produced across thousands of US stocks and other assets. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we do this every market trading day, and if you'd like to see more of these, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, or else you can actually test drive Toggle Copilot yourself just by going to toggle.global. Now, the focus today is going to be on Porsche. Actually, there's an interesting signal. As you can see, Toggle actually hasn't had much to highlight for Porsche in quite some time, and so this is an interesting one that we had just generated recently, and it's basically highlighting that there is a change in economic sentiment in Germany that historically bodes well for Porsche price performance. In fact, in particular, there have been 10 other similar occasions where the sentiment indicators for the macroeconomic activity in Germany were this strong, and historically that led to about a 23% rise in the stock price over the following 6 months. Looking at the chart, again, the starting point of 95.20, the median rise in these past examples was to about 117.18 within the 6 month window, but of course, as you can see, there have been quite a few occasions where this happened much sooner, and also the upside actually could be considerably larger, all the way to 140 and above in some cases. Now, if the price were to fall outside of this confidence interval and below the red line of 84.21, then of course that's the moment to reassess the thesis and potentially place your stop loss there to remove the stock from the portfolio. Now, why might it move? This is basically the illustration of the economic sentiment indicator that we were mentioning. As you can see here, Toggle is basically highlighting that we've really had only a handful of occasions in the past where the sentiment was quite so strong, and that historically this has preceded a very good price action visually in most cases, except for a couple of more consolidatory periods for this particular stock price. So let's take a look under past performance to see what the convexity is, and you can see here it's really quite compelling, because the upside in many cases was quite a bit in excess of 20%, but it was clustered between 0 and 10% on the downside. So again, really quite a compelling risk reward. And as you can see, if you invested $1 in this and reinvested it in each one of the subsequent 10 periods, you would have actually ended up with $10 of profit on this, although it would have been, from at least some of the periods, quite a wild ride. Now, so much for Porsche today. In the daily brief, we also discuss a couple of key things or observations about the reported increase in the consumer price index and what that might mean for your portfolio. The daily brief should already be in your mailboxes if you subscribe to it, and if you don't, go to toggle.global and you can, and then you'll start receiving relevant market content on a daily basis. Thanks for your attention, and we'll see you again tomorrow.